Students during finals week usually have a lot of stress, so I interviewed them to see what they had to say.
All right, my name is Nico Diaz. I'm a student coordinator at Boise State, and I teach classes in the Global Studies Department and some research fellowship classes. In terms of what the biggest stresses are for students, we see a wide variety of things because students have to balance both personal commitments and the academic ones. So I think that finals can be a very stressful time because everything just comes at the same time. We talk about things with family because of course are approaching, but then students have exams coming up, projects done, and in most cases different work commitments as well in order to sustain themselves. So it can be a very difficult time. Stressors, when balanced and with a healthy routine, can be a very good motivator. Nevertheless, for most students it can be a very difficult time because they sacrifice sleep, eating healthy, and that can potentially aggravate things. So while they can be good, in most cases it can be a bad thing as well.
What's your name?
My name is Tristan Brooks.
What are you studying?
I'm studying political science.
My name is Taylor Jackson, and I am a public health major.
Jonathan Shields.
And what's your major?
IDS, Interdisciplinary Studies.
Brenna McNeil, and I'm studying German secondary education. I do not have a minor at the moment.
Yusakor Tolesa, a history major.
What would you say your current stressors are for college?
Not enough time and sleep.
Oh goodness. So I work full-time and I work part-time and I'm also a full-time student. So just balancing everything is really difficult. Just getting all my projects done. I don't usually take actual finals, so that's my biggest thing.
I think that one of the things that I stress about the most is just balancing that academic and sporting life because I'm also on the track team at Boise State.
I think just where my grades are at right now, making sure that I get a good enough grade to keep my grades where they're at, and making sure that I time myself accordingly to have enough time to take my finals because they're not in class, so I have to do them on my own time.
As finals pulled up, most of my classes, like the big essays, were due, and I have to take the test together. That part was very stressful, but throughout the semester it was okay. Just the last 3 weeks or so were the stressful part.
Would you say stress is a good thing or a bad thing?
I think stress is awesome. It pushes you to expand your boundaries and do things that you previously didn't think you were capable of. Too much of it can be bad, certainly, but in general, I think stress is good and people should probably get more of it.
I work pretty well under pressure, so I usually handle that pretty well. It's really difficult to get me actually stressed, but when I do get stressed, I kind of shut down, so that's a bad thing.
I'd say for the most part stress is a good thing, just because it initiates that response to try and get something done.
Personally, I think stress can be a good thing. I think it depends on the person. I usually work well under pressure, and so stress for me is a good motivator. But there are times where stress can be very bad for myself, and I don't remember to take care of myself in those situations. So I think it can go either way.
I would say both. It's good so you can work and stuff, but it's also bad if you procrastinate like me. Everything coming together, the stress kind of also is a distraction at the same time. You want to be done with it, get off of it. So kind of both, but mostly good, I think.